Doctorul Dorel, partea 2, captures the paradox of rural Romania with unsettling precision. The show invites laughter, but behind the jokes lies a deep sadness about decay, of institutions, of ethics, of dreams. Dorel, the so-called doctor of Fierbinți, is not just a comic character, but an allegory for a country that laughs through its pain. The episode begins with an ordinary day. Dorel arrives late to the clinic, holding a half-eaten sandwich, scolding a patient for coming too early, and immediately misplacing his stethoscope. The villagers, used to his nonsense, treat it as routine. Yet, as the camera lingers on his face, something feels different this time. There's weariness in his eyes, a subtle sign that the jokes are starting to weigh on him. The beauty of Las Fierbinți lies in its ability to make us care about people we laugh at. Each comedic situation hides a microcosm of truth. When Dorel gives out fake medical advice or flirts clumsily with local women, we see not arrogance, but emptiness. He is performing a role because the village needs him to. Without him, the illusion of normalcy would collapse. That is why everyone tolerates his absurdities. They need to believe someone is in charge, even if that person is utterly unqualified. The writing in this episode is sharp and melancholic. Conversations flow like small talk, but hit with emotional precision. When Dorel tells a villager that no one dies in Fierbinți, they just stop showing up. It's both a joke and a philosophical observation. Death, in this world, is simply another inconvenience to be mocked. The humor is dark, but it shields the characters from despair. The sound design deserves special attention. The background noise of crickets, distant barking, and the occasional tractor creates a sense of authenticity. The world of Fierbinți feels alive, yet suffocating. Dorel moves through it like a ghost, half respected, half ridiculed. His office, with its flickering light bulb and mismatched chairs, feels like a metaphor for his mind, cluttered, outdated, yet still functioning somehow. A standout scene occurs when Dorel is called to assist at a local wedding. He is clearly unprepared but pretends to be in control. He gives a long speech about health and happiness, accidentally mixing medical jargon with folk sayings. The guests cheer, they laugh at his nonsense, but no one realizes how deeply he believes in his own absurdity. Later, when he dances alone by the table, tipsy and content, the camera stays on him for an uncomfortably long moment. It's funny at first, then quietly tragic. Las Fierbinți has always excelled at these tonal shifts, making the viewer laugh and then forcing them to question why. The relationship between Dorel and the mayor is another highlight. Their exchanges are like rehearsed performances of mutual ignorance. They talk about progress in the same way someone might talk about a fairy tale. Yet, within their incompetence, there's something deeply human. The desire to matter, to leave a trace, even if it's ridiculous. Watching this episode, I was reminded of my childhood visits to small Romanian towns, where the doctor was also the gossip, the philosopher, and the occasional fool. Dorel embodies that archetype perfectly. He is a relic of a system that never evolved, a man who survives through charm and denial. The direction of Partea 2 amplifies this nostalgia through slow pacing and long takes. There's a poetic patience in how the show observes its characters. Nothing is rushed, because in Fierbinți, time itself is slow. The past lingers in every conversation. By the time the credits roll, we realize that Dorel has not changed at all, and perhaps that's the saddest truth. The villagers will keep laughing, the clinic will keep falling apart, and Dorel will keep pretending. Yet, within that cycle lies a strange beauty, the beauty of endurance. Doctorul Dorel, Partea 2, is not just an episode. It's a portrait of a nation's soul disguised as comedy.